Hi MVTC, welcome back to MVTC TV. We've got another installment of Chef Rick Wednesday night dinner at your house. And he's gonna be making his ever famous Little Clouds of Heaven gnocchi. So stand by for Chef Rick. Hope everybody's doing well. Can't wait to see you soon. Stand by.
Hello everybody, it's Chef Rick again at the Mill Valley Tennis Club. Welcome, glad to see everybody. I'm going to make some homemade gnocchi today. So we're going to use Yukon Gold potatoes, and we're going to get like 8 or 9 of these size potatoes right here. And you want to puncture them with a fork before you put them in the oven, and you bake them in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour. That's where they are now. So all you want to do is you want to peel them with a knife. Just take off all the skin.
That's after you baked them?
After you baked them, they're nice. They're still warm, but they should be able to handle at this point. So you're taking all the skin off and you're just putting all the potatoes in the bowl. The reason why I bake the potatoes, where some people boil the potatoes, is because if you bake them, you can put less flour into them and it makes them lighter. They're not as heavy, so they're like, that's how you get the little clouds of heaven. Okay, so now we have 8 or 9 Yukon Gold potatoes in here. I want to add just a little bit of butter and some salt and pepper, just a pinch of salt and pepper, and then you're going to use either a rice masher or either a ricer or a mashed potato thing like I have here. And you're just mashing all the potatoes.
Can you use like a hand beater too?
You can use a hand beater, but
it's just like making mashed potatoes.
Yeah, you're just mashing all the potatoes up. All it has in here right now though is just a little bit of butter, salt, and pepper.
Okay.
Okay, now you get to that point right there and you add 1 egg. Very simple.
How many does this feed?
This will feed a family of like 5 probably.
Oh, great.
So you can just mash it up here with the egg in it, get it all incorporated. Okay, now the fun part starts. This is where the kids can come in and do it too. Do a little family activity.
Family affair.
So you put down some bench flour, a little bit of flour on the table. Now you're scooping out all you have here is potatoes, salt, pepper, and an egg. A little bit of butter. Okay, so you have that right there.
Is it okay if it's still a little lumpy?
Yeah, just like this is fine. What you want to do is just add a little bit of flour and you're just going to work it in gently. You're not pushing, you just see I'm not pushing all the way and smashing all the potatoes.
It's not like kneading bread.
You're just folding the flour into the potato. Okay, and you're going to do this until you just get the right consistency. We'll be doing this for probably 3 or 4 minutes. And you're just getting the right consistency of the dough, adding flour, pushing down. I'm not squishing it all the way down to the table. I'm just medium pressure. Just till you can get it so it's not sticky anymore. The more flour you add, the more dense it's going to be.
Once it becomes more like a dough than mashed potatoes.
Yeah, so it takes a little while, but you'll get the hang of it. And I'm probably adding to these 8 potatoes about 3 or 4 cups of flour. It all depends on the potato itself and how much starch it has and how wet the potato is, and there's a lot of variable factors.
And if you're having problems, you can call Rick at home.
Yeah, call me at home and we'll go over that. Okay, so I'm just kneading this nice and gently. It's coming together really nice right now. It's not taking as much flour. This is probably at about 2 cups of flour right now. And it's pretty good right about here. So what I'm going to do is just incorporate all the flour I have on the bench right here. This takes 4 or 5 minutes. The family can get involved. It's something you can do ahead of time because you're going to have to individually freeze these anyway. Okay, so now we get there. Okay, so now we're going to cut off little strips. Okay, so all the dough is nice and kneaded right now. Good, feels really nice. We're going to cut little pieces off of here so we can roll little strips of dough using your hands, pressing it out a little bit. It's probably about the thickness of, your middle finger.
It's like a big breadstick.
Yeah. So you're making like a breadstick, and now all you're doing here is you're cutting in about 1/2 inch to 1 inch pieces right here. And can do this really quick.
Watch your fingers.
Using my finger as a guide the whole way. Now you just put your finger in a little bit of flour and you're rolling them around. See how they're rolling around my finger? So what that's doing is it's making a little pocket there for some of the sauce to go in.
Oh, so you don't want them like perfectly little tubes.
Yeah, you want, so it's very rustic. This is a very rustic entree from the southern Italy that it's just your grandmother goes out and a couple of potatoes and some fresh vegetables and she's gonna have a great meal for her whole family.
It's easy. And filling.
And so now I'm just putting them on a lightly floured sheet pan just so they don't stick together. And then they're just gonna go in the freezer after you do them all like that. They're gonna go in the freezer until they set up firm. And then you can basically put them in little baggies if you want, or go right into hot boiling water. When you cook them, they just boil until they float. When they float, they're done. And then you just put them in your favorite sauce. So again, I have a little bit of flour on the bowl and same thing. Just really quick, you're just cutting these, nice little pieces. And you're just using your finger to roll around them. It's very fast.
Nice. That's the fun part.
So the kids can get involved in doing this. You can make them with sweet potatoes too, and you can have a. You can almost make a dessert one if you want. You can play around with them.
Sweet potatoes would be good with a little cinnamon.
Yeah, or you can do like a brown butter and sage.
Yeah.
Or a walnut cream sauce if you'd like. But this is just your basic potato gnocchi, and I guarantee it'll be a crowd pleaser. So
all right.
Stay tuned for part 2, and we'll make a little bit of fresh marinara sauce with San Marzano tomatoes. All right? We'll see you in a minute. Thanks.
Hey.